Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. Fire! Sorry.
Fire.
Shut up, bunghole.
So I was totally right about this being by the guy that made Soul Eater, by the way.
Yes, you were indeed very correct on that. And here's what I have to say to you. Congratulations, you win.
Nothing.
No, you win a Gundam model that you unboxed earlier today.
I didn't win that. I spent $260.
I know. I'm just meant.
Well, technically $230 after a 10% discount coupon, but still, it was expensive.
I'm liking this so far. Bit confused on some of the plot elements, but at the same time, I know that we're still in the introductory phase of this, and hopefully we'll get more. We'll get more as the show goes on. As a matter of fact, some people on Patreon, when we posted the first episode on there, said, "Oh yeah, there's more exposition coming, and it's pretty cool." So, I guess we got to stay tuned for that. But
so far, it's just very strange. Like, Soul Eater's strange in a way, but like it's set up in a kind of dimension, alternate universe, reality.
Well, yeah,
where,
it's
like where you're it's very mystical, and like you're expecting it to be strange to start with, whereas this one feels grounded a little more in like an alternate reality, like of our current reality, and less so like afterlife shit, you know, and more so like actual Earth.
Yeah,
and it feels weirder because of that to me. Like, if that makes any sense.
Well,
like I was expecting Soul Eater to be kind of like to have weird stuff going in, and like everything that happened, I just was like, okay, cool, and like rolled with it.
It's like, that dude turns into a sight.
Because it's just as weird as Soul Eater, basically, but it's set in like a more like Earth setting, like, and it's just like, all right.
I think this is an alternate history. Well, it is because they're set in it's Tokyo,
or alternate
Japan.
future, what have you, you know.
I
think the setting just makes it come off as just more off the wall strange than Soul Eater, even though they're kind of on the same level so far, I guess, in terms of weirdness.
Well, I will say this: the animations are absolutely amazing. Like you were pointing out when you were editing the first episode, you were like noticing the frame by frame animations.
Yeah, like if you slow it down frame by frame when that first like fire chick is like jumping around and stuff. She's making movements you can't even really perceive when you're watching it at full speed.
Yeah.
They made her move in a different way almost every frame, to the point that like it does definitely look fast because she's in a different position almost every frame. But the fact that they went to the trouble of putting her in a different position every frame is pretty impressive. So,
and that's awesome. And that's one reason why I really like this show so far. I mean, the animation and the action, and also the characters as well. I like some of the characters. I mean,
I think the characters are my favorite part about it so far.
Well, Maki is best girl so far because she's a badass, dude. She can handle herself, and I've said this before. I love it when a woman knows how to kick some ass.
There's still another one I saw in the intro that hasn't been introduced yet too, though. So we'll have to wait and see about that. But
wait, is it the one with the red flames?
Yeah, and they were like cat ears and a tail on her.
Yeah.
Like, it looked like she had plasma cat ears, kind of like he has a plasma sword.
Yeah.
The guy, like, but
don't know if that's like an outfit thing
red
or
plasma
what.
Instead of blue, you know.
Yeah. Don't know how that works 100%.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And also, apparently, the sister is kind of useless. I think maybe the prayer does have something to do with
it depends.
Latom, I believe is what they say.
It really depends, like, on
Latom.
Are they doing this just purely for religious purposes? They just believe
or is there
a
reason behind it?
Or is it actually based that, like, yeah, if we hit the demon and this person's not here doing this prayer, they don't go away. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
If they've proven that there's actually a religious aspect to it that's legit, then, like, yeah, she has a use. But if not, then, yeah, potentially she could just be, like, standing there mumbling mumbo-jumbo for no reason, pretty much. Like,
well, yeah. But, I mean, that's the thing with religion. I mean, you know, there's as long as they don't hurt anybody and as long as they're trying to do well, I mean, she's proceeding at her own risk.
And there could be, like, another reason. It's like, well, yeah.
Maybe.
Like, it's for a face for everyone else. It's just kind of like, we don't show our weapons to people. It's like we have a religious person here with us because we want it to be, a final right for the person who's dying. And so, like, she may not be, like, useful in terms of a combat thing, but it's kind of like a priest reading you your last rites when you're on your deathbed kind of thing, maybe,
Yeah, that's probably it.
And it's just, like, people in the public, like, appreciate that at least. So that could be why.
Well, let's get this up on screen, and let's have a watch. This is Fire Force Episode 3.
今この世界がどうなってるかはもちろん知っているよね。世界はズタボロ。あるところでは炎が吹き上がり、大陸を切り裂くように空間が歪み、今この星で人がまともに生活できるのはこの東京広告のほかわずかしかない。
Whoa, wait, what?
西洋協会と拝島重工により開発されたクオン式火力発
作ってもらったこいつ面白いことができたよ。
例の悪魔がいる第8特殊消防隊、少し調べておいたよ。この第8、欧美の人柄と人望の厚さでできたと言ってもいいくらいだ。他の隊とは毛色が違う。
That eye pupil style was reminiscent of some things I saw in Soul Eater as well.
おお、新人大会だ。玉木こたつ、活躍するぞ。
Wait. Tamaki. What?
Boobies.
は？
Bruh?
何見てんだよって。
ワンワンニャイン。
知らないんですか？消防庁のマスコットキャラ、ワンワンニャイン。
なんか一匹おっさんいますけど、守くん。
最初は犬2匹と猫1匹のキャラクターだったんだけど、消防庁の上層部から隊員が全員動物なのはいかがなものかってクレームが来て、一人は犬顔のおじさんになったんです。守くんが可愛い。
Maki. Damn it, Maki. Hello.
Looks like a creepy Spike Spiegel.
Wait a minute.
あの人って。
He was the... Yes! Oh, he was there.
Oh, damn.
すみません。つかぬことをお聞きしますが、12年前の火事を覚えていますか？
今君と話してる暇はないんだ。
だけでいいんです。てめ
え、うちの大隊長に気安く話しかけてんじゃねえよ。
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh,
What?
under the bra, too.
Oh, no.
God damn it.
Lucky Letcher? What?
邪魔しに来たんだろうけど、マジで邪魔だわ。
障害を突破し、要救助者を助けてから最も早くホムラ人役の隊員のもとにたどり着け。スタート。
余裕？でも俺の場合、
He can just fly. Oh, there she is.
So it's her.
That's cool.
ヒーローはいつだって空から登場だぜ。
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Well...
Well, I guess he's still alive.
邪魔者は全員片付けといてやったぜ。
Right, it's questionable if he's alive or undead or something.
12年前、お前の身に起きた火事のことを知りたくねえか？
何？お前、何者だ？そこの隊員から離れろ！
ああ、なんだ。火事の話よりこの二人の方が気になるのか。じゃあ、殺しとくか。
やめろ
！That's awesome.
Dude.
Fire break dancing.
It's like his style. Okay, his style is like capoeira.
Yeah.
Very similar to how L fought in...
Fiery capoeira.
Yeah. Because L's fighting style is very capoeira influenced, and this is no different.
L?
Yeah.
In...
Death Note.
I don't recall L fighting anyone.
Oh, you remember? he was there was that one interaction where Light punched him and he spun around and also in the intro as well.
I don't remember if that was in the first intro, but I never actually finished watching the show. I read all of the manga, and I believe in the manga, all he did was like Light punches him, and he returns by like just kicking him in the face.
Yeah.
But it was like he was already sitting like, he always sits, so it was just kind of like his natural thing to just put his foot in his face or whatever, but it didn't really look like he was doing capoeira because of the way it was just drawn.
On the show, he does...
They might have put like more of a over-the-topness to it in the show.
There was more emphasis on his movement in the show.
Yeah,
and
clearly because he's not moving in the drawings. So, the drawings, you just basically got like a comedic, like just him having his foot on his face pretty much, so... if I remember correctly. But
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's why it confused me, because I was like, I guess that's because I never watched the show, so I never saw him actually moving while he fights, but I do remember him like putting his foot on his face, but I just don't remember it seeming like, I don't remember my brain going, hey, capoeira, when I saw it, because my brain does do that anytime I see stuff like that. It was like, hey, capoeira, because I played a whole lot of Tekken.
Yeah.
So like Eddie and Christy, it's like, hey, capoeira.
Hey, capoeira. And I know I see this here and I'm like, hey, capoeira. Yeah. With fire.
Pretty much.
Sorry. What the hell? Oh shit! Woo! He's fast.
He's fast as fuck, boy.
And now he's bleeding. Ooh!
殺すか。
殺される。
へえ、すげえ顔だな。お前の弟、今も生きてるよ。
Holy shit! What?
何？ショーが生きている。
Were you right?
Yep. If you didn't see my edit, I didn't say it in the first episode, but I noticed it when I was editing. And I put it in there. It's like, well, I could just guess a big plot spoiler in this.
Damn it.
それが本当だとしても、なんでお前が知ってる？なんで俺にそんなことを教える？
俺に興味津々か。いいだろう。お前はなかなか見込みがありそうだからな。それにその様子。特殊消防隊に不信感でも持ったんじゃねえのか。ヒーローごっこをやめて真実を求め、俺と悪魔になるか。
ふざけんなよ！お前が何を知っていようと、お前は二人の消防官を襲ってんだぞ。お前をぶっ飛ばしてとっ捕まえる。
そんな飛び蹴り好きだらけだぞ。
Oh, he got him! I guess telling him that his brother's still alive kind of struck a nerve. That thing's awesome. I'd love to have one.
So it apparently cuts faster than a lightsaber does.
Apparently. You're sitting on my face.
騎士型の座布団ではないぞ。俺は騎士型のサンドバッグでもない。
Woo!
ゆっくりしすぎたか。邪魔が来だしたな。
待たせたな。ホムラビタ役。アーサー！競技施設内に不審者が侵入。危害を加えられた2名の隊員が負傷。嘘をつくな。勝つのは俺だ。
Oh, great.
俺が捕まえる。いやー、バカ騎士！
You idiot.
私を忘れるんじゃねえ！捕まえた。
Oh no!
インター会でここまでするの？
だから言ってんだろ。競技は中止だ。
ここにいる連中を一人残らず助けてみせろ。
またあの範囲。 なんだ。
じゃあなクマ、お前がその気ならこのジョーカーの仲間に入れてやる。うまくやれ。
There's no direct way out.
天井抜け、上から脱出する。騎士に指図していいのは麗しき姫だけだ。
Yeah, you're still doing what he said.
全員助け。クソったれ、消防官はヒーローなんだよ。アーサー、猫女。
君はその二人を無事地上に送り届けるんだ。
はい。俺は臆するな。第八魂って自由落下してるだけだぞ。
It's not like he has a choice either way. Oh!
全員筋肉だるまでよかった。
Shouldn't have said that.
うちの玉木が世話になったようだ。
Tamaki, okay.
私は一人でも逃げられたんだから。
死んだ隊員だったね。ありがとう。いい部下を持ったね。
大隊長、特殊消防隊は何かを隠しているんですか？
一口に特殊消防隊といってもこの組織は一枚岩ではない。特殊消防隊は西洋協会、東京軍、消防庁の3つの組織から人員を募って結成されている。俺たちが使っている装備品は全部拝島製だ。もちろんどの隊も焔人の鎮魂と人体発火現象の原因追求を任務とし国民のために戦っている。きな臭い思惑のある隊もあるかもしれん。完全に信用できない以上俺も特殊消防隊は怪しいと思う。俺たち第8は俺を大隊長に立て強行してできた組織だ。第1から第7の各隊の調査をし真実に迫るためにな。特殊消防隊は焔人の原因を掴んでいるはずなんだ。俺はそれを見つけ出し人々を救いたい。
その調査、俺にも協力させてください。
ありがとう。お前を第8に呼んでよかった。
So this episode sold me. There's a lot more going on behind the scenes than just the initial setup for sure. And
Yeah.
I like stuff like that. Like, I didn't like guess at all that the world was laid out in the way that they showed or anything.
The world
And,
is pretty much burned except for
yeah, it's
this.
like kind of like Attack on Titan. This is like a last vestige of humanity, like standing up against what's been going on, you know.
Yeah.
But there's like people who know more about it seems like, and then there's people that know a lot more that who knows what they know, and there's obviously a couple of dudes doing something for some reason.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
somehow know about his little brother, which I totally guessed. Like I
Yeah,
said,
you guessed
if
it.
you didn't see it and you didn't hear me say it, look again whenever he says in the reaction to our first episode. It's in the edited version on YouTube too. Like it might not be on the Patreon full version because my edits aren't included in that. But if you watch the YouTube version, whenever he goes, the bones of his brother weren't even found, I was like, I'm calling it right now. I was like, I put in text over it, and I was like, I just guessed a huge plot spoiler. I was like sitting there, I was like, I'm calling it right now. His brother turned infernal, and that killed his mom. And it wasn't him, you know. And his brother still being alive. It's like, okay, like, so his brother, I think, is the demon face,
and
like that you see in the flames.
And that honestly would be kind of messed up because his little brother was, from what it looks like, just a baby.
Yeah,
And
obviously.
if that baby turned into that,
Yeah.
oh my god!
I mean, there's also the things like it may not be that he was the demon either. Like that could have been somebody else, but I think they're gonna make it out to be like, oh, like my brother turned into it, you know, at least for a while, and then he'll find out, oh, it wasn't him. Okay, cool, but he is still alive. But then we got to find out who the demon face really was in that case.
Yeah,
But,
exactly. I mean,
like there's a lot of setup for like some stuff similar to Attack on Titan to have here, and it could be done really cool if they go a certain way with it. It's like there's also the whole thing like Attack on Titan. It's like, all right, we have this unknown force that's hammering down on humanity. We don't know when they're gonna attack. We have to try to find out more about them to defeat them. But for the most part, they don't seem to be intelligent. Like, you know, it's like they're just kind of mindless animals. But then all of a sudden, oh shit, there's intelligent ones. Oh shit, they're actually like, you know, people. Like, well, obviously they came from people in this. They already know that. But
yeah,
there's the whole thing where like we could see intelligent infernals, and that might be what we're already seeing at this point with the dude with the powder, maybe. But it does look like he's using that as a tool. Like he doesn't necessarily have his own powers. He's just fast.
I think he's a second generation.
It could be something like that. But he's like, yeah, this stuff you gave me did some real interesting stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's like he has to still detonate that with his powers, or if he's just putting it out and it's like on a timer. Once it hits the air, it detonates after a certain time or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I don't know 100% how the ashes. I think that's what they're called.
Yeah, this episode basically did the thing that makes me super invested in something, which is it went ahead and gave you like a snippet of an answer to something, and then it raised like 15 more questions, and like just all the different questions and stuff are what usually makes me like watching animes, because crazy shit can happen and you can always guess about it, and a lot of times you can guess it right, but a lot of times like it's just completely different than what you'd expect. So.
Yeah, and apparently
that's different from Soul Eater too, because Soul Eater is entertaining for kind of a different reason from that. Soul Eater is more of like its own. It feels like an old school like cartoon series, like Thundercats or something like that.
Yeah,
and like the elements that invest you in it,
it's a
just
classic
like,
shonen.
It's action, it's comedy, and it's just fun adventures. But it's not really like something that super breaks your brain or makes you think or makes you wonder about what's going to happen next.
Yeah,
it's just fun.
Yeah, it's a classic shoujo.
It's cool
anime.
that this is like by the guy who did Soul Eater, but this is like more like
shonen anime. Sorry,
yeah.
Shoujo,
This is
shonen.
more like the modern anime style where there's a lot of thought put into how the plot's gonna go and like mysteries and stuff to unravel.
And I like that. And I also like in this how the captain Obi pretty much told Shinra, "Hey, we're pretty much like an internal affairs on these other 7."
Yeah, because I didn't expect that either. Because like I expected it to be more like, if anything, it's like so there's a thing, and it's like the other guys like pretty much could be shady. Everything could be shady. We're kind of on our own.
Yeah,
and we just have to stand up for what's right, pretty much. But it's like we're actually like the internal affairs commission, so it's like we're going to be investigating like
all these other 7
bullshit among the others and everything. I was like, okay, cool.
Well,
that's
yeah,
pretty interesting too.
And we found out that the first Fire Force is there's 3 powers at hand. There's the Holy Soul Temple, there's the Tokyo Defense Force, and then there's Hajime. Hajime is the one that makes all the firefighting equipment.
Which we know very little about the Soul Temple still, so there's still the question of like, how is that going to fit into everything and stuff, and so I still wonder about. So
I do too. And I'm curious as to how.
But that explains also like their fire station having like stained glass and like church looking stuff in it as well, because like if the Holy Temple is like behind like founding them and everything, that's why they have like a sister and like they have a religious aspect to it, is because obviously they shelled out some resources to start this themselves.
Yes.
So
and I think that each temple or each fire station takes inspiration from all 3. They have the high-tech side of everything, with the axes and the outfits and everything. That comes from Hajime. They have the authoritative, like, chain of command, stuff like that. That comes from the Tokyo Defense Force. And then they have the spiritual side of it, which comes from the Holy Soul Temple.
Yeah.
I think each station
so they're
is going to be
almost
different.
like not just firefighters, which I originally thought it was just like, like superhero firefighters. It's like there's superhero firefighter police exorcists.
Yeah.
Like, so it's kind of like a triple job, and that makes it sound even cooler, honestly, when you say it that way. Like, if I was just to explain to somebody and be like, it's a show about superhero firefighters, which that was the way it was originally explained to me. I was just kind of like, all right, that sounds okay. I would have been more into it at the beginning of this if I had been. It's a show about superhero firefighters. It's by the guy who made Soul Eater. I'd been like, all right, I'm cool. Like, I'll check it out because I love Soul Eater. But
yeah.
I was initially just like, that doesn't sound super interesting. But it's like apparently really good, and it's like, all right, I'll check it out. But like, if I heard they were superhero cop exorcist or superhero cop firefighter exorcist, I would have been like, all right, like that sounds pretty interesting actually.
And each separate fire station also has more influence from the 3 different branches.
Yeah.
So I think effectively we're going to see different styles of how
Honestly,
every station handles.
There's soldiers, I guess, more than cops. So.
Well, yeah.
Like, because I mean, they call
Military
themselves
police.
fire soldiers and military police, I guess.
Yeah, let's say
defense, that. Like when I just think like defense force or whatever, they would. It's like that's usually more the military than police. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, like it's still it's more than I thought it was, and that is cool that it is more than it was initially explained to be. So, I'm very interested about it now.
Oh, I'm invested. I was ready to watch this after like the first episode, but now that this is gone, now that we have more to it, I mean, I'm all in.
I was concerned it was going to be very, like, even though I enjoy stuff like that, particularly, I don't necessarily enjoy it as much in anime that I've seen so far, which is I thought it was going to be very Monster of the Weekish. And the fact that they went off of that after the first 2 episodes and went to this, and it was kind of a different setup and situation, I kind of like a little bit more as well.
Well,
it's like they were like, all right, we Monster of the Week this for 2 episodes, and then all of a sudden we just be like, surprised we have this whole fucking plot planned, and basically on episode 3, and everybody will be paying attention by that time, and they'll be like, oh crap, this is even more epic than I thought it was. Like,
yeah, well, I don't mind Monster of the Week formats as long as there's something overarching behind it.
Yeah, and I mean, Soul Eater kind of did Monster of the Week in that style as well. Like it reminds me of like the setup of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's like they Monster of the Week it. There's still some stuff going on in the background, but overall you're more interested to see what they're going to be fighting against that episode than you are like the overall like plot that it's working up to in the end. It's like you're still invested in that to an extent, but it's just like the stuff they find in the episode is usually why you keep coming back, and that's what makes it fun. Same thing with X-Files to an extent. It's like, you're probably never going to fucking get the answers that you're wanting to get in X-Files, but you still have fun watching Mulder and Scully go around and encounter different paranormal shit. So.
The truth is out there. But when are we going to see it, damn it?
Yeah, never at this point. I have no faith we're ever going to know.
It's been over 20 years, guys. Come on.
We got a movie and they still didn't answer shit. So.
No. Actually, no. It's been almost 30 years since that damn series came out.
I still love it, but fuck.
I do too. Damn it. Yeah, you're right. They've had 2 movies and like 14.
I think that's the answer. They gave us the answer at the start of the show, which is the truth is out there. It's like, so it is, woo! Assholes.
Jesus. All right. Well, we're gonna end it here, ladies and gentlemen. This was Fire Force episode 3. My God, dude, this actually. Like, this was the one that sold you.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm sold on it more now, too.
That's why, like I say, I usually try to give series not just one, but a good few episodes before I completely am just like, I'm not really feeling it. But
and now here we are.
A lot of the times when I give things a good few episodes, I'll end up feeling it more than I did to start with. At least enough to go through it if it's a season worth. Like, and then maybe after the first season, then is usually when I'm just like, yay or nay to like watching a second season or something. So, but like this one, I can tell I'm probably going to be in on for the long haul unless it goes south somewhere.
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking
stuff that can happen with stuff. It's just nowadays usually if something starts out good, they continue pretty good. Like, except Game of Thrones.
Oh, that was more the fault of the production company. When you have your lead showrunner say we want to be done at 6, and you're just like, no, we want you to do 2 more. And they're like, no.
The last time I can think of watching the first season of something and then just stopping is Dexter. Like, I watched the first season and I was like, this is awesome. And then the second season started and I got a few episodes into it and I was just like, I don't know why, but I just suddenly don't give a shit anymore.
I'll say this. A lot of people quit after season 4, I think it was. Right at the end of season 4.
I heard a lot of people did the same thing I did and started watching season 2 and were just like, yeah, I'm not
season
still
2,
into
a lot
it
of
for
people,
some reason.
well, they say
It didn't
once you
have
get
the same
past it,
vibe,
season
like,
5 or season 2, episode 5, that's when it picks up again.
Okay, like, it's just taking 5 episodes into your second season to even get off the ground.
My dude,
it's a bad move.
My dude, welcome to the endless 8 of Haruhi Suzumiya. That's how I fucking felt.
Yeah.
God, I wanted to strangle somebody when it was the same 8 episodes over and over and over again. I know it's supposed to be a representation of like one's insanity and expecting things to change, but good fucking God, man.
Were there at least small differences in each one?
There were, but it wasn't enough to merit 8 fucking episodes.
Yeah.
God, Jesus, I hated that.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
But they made up for it with a kick-ass movie.
Like, if anything, I would have done it one time because it would have actually, instead of people talking about it because they're just like, God, fuck that shit, like, they would have been talking about it if it was a second episode that was the same as the first and people being like, did they fuck up? Like, but then they start noticing small differences, and that would have been something that people talked about because it would have been very memorable that they played that second episode like this just one more time, but it's, you know, another episode, but it's like they notice the small differences and then they're like, oh shit, we've been doing this over and over again for this many times. Like, you only need two times,
yes,
to really like get that point across. But, not fucking 8.
But well,
like,
and I'll say this: after that season was over, I was mad and everything, and then they said, okay, we're gonna be releasing a movie. I'm like, all right, what's the deal with it? It's 3 hours long. Fuck you. And I thought they were gonna do more bullshit, but then, oh my God. Like, the first hour of the movie, I'm just like, what the fuck? What's going on? Wait, what? And then everything changes in the second hour. And then by the last hour, I'm just like, ah! I loved it. It's honestly one of the best anime movies ever. And, but anyway.
I may check out that series sometime, but I'm definitely skipping those stupid repeating episodes.
Just
I'll probably watch someone's summary of like, here's all the differences in the 8 episodes.
Yeah, do that and just watch episodes.
I'll watch the first one of it, and then I'll just watch, here's the differences, and then I might go watch the 8th one.
Episodes 1 and 8. That's really the only ones you really have to watch. And then watch like a little synopsis on what happens in between.
Fuck all that noise.
Yeah.
Like...
All right, well, we're going to end it here, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this was Fire Force Episode 3. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to see more, you know what to do. Check out our Patreon. Check out our Discord. If you want to see more from us, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell to stay notified. Leave a like on the video. Helps us out so much. And until next time, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace out.